You're listening to Saturday Morning Media. And now, back to our show.
Sled is you get tips.
Yeah, you can get tips. Yeah.
Right. And of course, it being the North Pole, sometimes the tips aren't necessarily monetary. I have taken sled, and I've tipped with my Scotcheroos.
Wow.
So.
Would you request me?
Right.
I would love that.
I was thinking like tips like don't leave the door open when you got 100 cats in the house.
Yeah.
That would be like a tip I would give.
Wash all your whites together.
Right. Don't put any pink shirts in there.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Elf Centered, everybody. My name is Gavin.
I'm Beatrice.
I'm Gary.
And welcome. It is the end of March, and boy, the big news going around is that today is job picking day. Last year was the end of April, but they've moved it up a month.
Maybe, I mean, I'm very curious about why they would move it up a whole month. Like, it's been like this for at least 10 years, where you pick it at the end of April.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has been moved up this month.
Maybe it has something to do with poor performance on certain jobs.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I'll take ownership for mine.
That's what I was going for.
Oh,
that was actually
thanks.
I didn't want to point it out
Gary.
particularly,
Gary.
but yeah.
But yeah, I know the numbers in the yo-yo lab were down.
Well, the good thing is, I mean, again, I said this, I think, last year, is how many kids request yo-yos? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I mean, they should, but I think we're in this day and age where it's cell phones and iPads and all that kind of stuff, and that's what they're playing with.
Right. It's not like they're requesting Beanie Babies anymore. Like, they finally stopped. They only have, like, one older elf doing a Beanie Baby because there's so few requests for Beanie Babies anymore.
Yeah. Well, before we get to picking our jobs, because I have the envelopes right here. I've got our envelopes. But I want to know, how did you guys enjoy the Ferris wheel open? Now we have one of those big, large Ferris wheels.
That was exciting, to say the least. I mean, you weren't, Beatrice wasn't there.
Yeah, well, because Mayor Johnson was there, and she refused.
Of course I refused. I was not going anywhere near that man. That doesn't mean to say that I didn't, from a safe vantage point, witness the first turning of the wheel.
Well, you can't. I mean, that thing is huge. Like
it's pretty hard
it
to
rivals
miss.
the one in London. Like it's almost as big as that one.
Right, the eye in the sky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It is. You know what though? Like I went to Australia. This was a couple of years ago. I went to Australia.
On your vacation?
Yeah, and they had a big one. A big Ferris wheel, right? And they said, we're going to build this because it'll revitalize downtown, which is sort of the same reason that they're building this one. And it didn't do that. Like, it was a big flop.
In Australia.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Well, it's not like the North Pole gets a lot of foot traffic.
True.
It's not just people randomly walking by the North Pole going, oh, I think I'll stop. I mean, this is a destination spot. You plan a trip to the North Pole. And of course, in the village, all of the elves will probably be riding the Ferris wheel when they're not doing their work. But I don't know how it's supposed to generate
I took a ride on it. And other than the thing that freaked me out is some of the cars like swing and some of the cars don't. And I did not know that the car that I was in like swung. So the moment we hit the certain point, I was a little frightened. I was scared because I was like, "Is this breaking already?" But it swings, and I didn't know that it swings so much. But once you get up to the top, this is the North Pole.
Yeah,
you see snow, you see mountains with snow on them.
Yeah,
off in the distance, and that's like it's not like there's, I could see my mushroom hut, so that was neat. But I don't know. Like, you don't see much. It's not like it's world-class views.
Right. There's not like a tropical jungle or a bunch of dancing girls on the, I don't know, snow.
Well, I think you give Mayor Johnson enough time, there'll be dancing girls on the Ferris wheel.
Oh, yeah. There'll at least be dancing girls.
Yeah. I have to say, I like these cigarettes that he handed out.
I was wondering, it's a little smoky in here. I know you quit right, but you stopped.
I stopped right when we started recording, but sorry. I mean, these are smooth. I don't condone smoking, but I never tried it, and now I like it.
Oh, great. Well, we can thank the mayor for that.
Yeah, well, he got another thing, and now I started drinking.
Really?
Yeah, he got yes.
Like the alcohol lobby is now.
He's got a new hookup with the alcohol lobby, and he said, "Hey, give it a try." He didn't remember my name, but he's handed me a brew.
I think possibly with all the smoking and drinking, we have discovered the reason why the jobs picking was moved up a month.
Oh, well, maybe they want to get us back on track.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that, I wondered, because the other day I was walking down to go to the diner to get some lunch, and I happened to see Hortense, and she was staggering around, and I thought, oh, maybe she's sick or...
Oh, yeah.
No, I think she was...
early onset.
I think she was drunk.
Well, the food got a little bit better, so that could possibly explain why.
Yeah, maybe she's... doing a Julia Child, drinking some of the wine, and then doing a lot of flair on the food.
Cooking, yeah. Well, I don't think we should put this off any longer.
No, I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
And last year, Beatrice, we said ladies first, so you get to choose. Either you can open first, or you get to choose who opens theirs first.
Oh, what did we do last year? Do you remember?
I think you made me choose first, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Or maybe Gary. It wasn't you. You didn't choose yourself.
Well,
you know
what?
That.
You know what? The mayor has got my ire up.
All right.
So I'm going to choose first.
Good.
Right.
Choose life.
Well, choose life. Right now, I'm just going to choose a job.
I mean, you mean open your envelope?
Yeah, choose a job out of my envelope. Well, not choose it. I mean, I don't get to choose.
You're getting a job whether you choose it or not.
Right. Shoe salesman?
What?
Wow.
Wow, you got a shoe salesman.
You get to pick. You get to help people choose their elf shoes. That's a good job.
You get to walk around to different huts and try to sell people shoes.
I don't even know what to say. This is
Well, Reggie had the job last year. He's nice. Like, he was nice coming around.
Yeah, I got 2 pairs of shoes from Reggie.
Yeah.
You guys, I hate feet.
Hate feet.
Well,
I can only touch my own feet and a baby elf's feet. A baby elf that has not yet started walking. So his feet have never touched the ground. That's it.
Well,
it's a phobia.
Well, are you sure that's your envelope?
Yes, this is my envelope. It says Beatrice on it.
There's might be more than one Beatrix in the...
There is not more than one Beatrice. All right, shoe salesman it is.
Well, Reginald didn't touch my feet that much. Like, he got a little, like, he was like, how does this fit? And, like, he would, and then I'm like, hey, that's my ankle. That's not the shoe. You've gone off of it a little bit.
Well, unless you were trying on boots.
Well, I was not, it was just regular elf shoes.
Oh.
With the bells at the end.
Right.
But, so, I don't think you have to touch the feet. You can just, like, give them the shoes from across the room with a stick. Say, try these on.
Okay.
And you'll tell them you look good or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. If you want to do a really good job, you got to be customer friendly.
This
will
will be interesting.
Put your hands on the foot.
I never pictured myself as a shoe salesman, but here we go.
There you go. I thought it was kind of a dying breed. I mean, I have a elf who's a cousin of mine. And he works in the United States, and he says they don't even have shoe salesmen in the United States anymore. It's
really?
Like just you go pick your own.
Oh,
you just go in, and it's just there's nobody to help you.
Well, you know who my favorite shoe salesman of all time was, though.
Who was that?
Willie Oman.
Al Bundy.
Al Bundy. Oh, from the TV show.
From Married with Children.
Yeah.
American Elf.
Well, there you go. You can channel Ed Bundy. Ed Bundy.
Oh, Ed Bundy.
Not
what did
Ed
I
Bundy.
say?
No, Al Bundy. You're right. It's not Ed Bundy.
No.
It's not. Well, it's not Ted Bundy.
But his name is Ed
O'Neill. Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
All right. Well, who's next, Beatrice?
Gary.
Okay.
Gary's gonna open his envelope.
I got reindeer defleer.
Reindeer defleer.
Reindeer defleer. First of all, I love the reindeers.
Yeah.
They seem to like me a lot.
Yeah.
And the defleer part, I like the reindeer. The defleer part is that's the job. That is certainly the job of the job.
Well, you're going to have an interesting year, but you know what? It'll be a valuable skill you can take home to your own.
Penguins?
Oh, penguins, right. No, penguins don't have fleas. I was thinking you had reindeer at home. But
well, they have stuff. They have
penguins get mites, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? I do have practice, but it is a little different because they have feathers and reindeer have fur. And you got to so I do have a little experience, and so that'll be interesting. I'm kind of excited to get really close to the reindeer, but they're going to be really close to me. And like last year,
you don't want to wind up in the mines again.
No.
Or maybe you do. You like the mines, but
I do like the mines. Pedro's down there, and we have a good time. And he's been doing freestyle rapping a lot lately.
Really?
It really.
Has it been any sort of romantic?
Actually, he has dropped some lines about wanting to get to know a certain person.
Wanting to schmooze with some scotcheroos, something like that.
Nothing you would remember.
Well, there's a part about he's referencing Skrillex, and it rhymes with Skrillex, the name of the person who he's interested in.
Skrillex?
Yeah.
Beatrice? Is that?
Yep.
Maybe.
I mean, it could be that.
Well, there's more to this story.
I think. Half of it's done in sign language, which is interesting.
Wow, he's a sign language rapping?
Yeah, he does half verbally, and then the other half he's laying it down in sign language.
I see.
It's the American sign language. He's an American elf.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Well,
you have to
learn some sign language.
It's your turn,
Gavin.
Oh, all right.
Gavin.
Let me get my envelope here. There we go.
Oh, you got to rip yours.
Well, I like ripping. Speaking of ripping and sign language, lip reader.
Oh,
I'm a lip reader.
What?
That's interesting because that's the lip reading is the surveillance tapes of the good boys and girls. Like sometimes he knows when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. Well, someone has to watch those tapes and read the lips if they can't hear the audio.
Yes.
To see
I've
what
heard about this.
Oh, a kid has gone into his room and he's turned up the music really loud.
Yep.
Is he being bad or is he just singing along with the album? I have to read lips to figure out.
It's like an intelligence kind of job. It's very prestigious to be a lip reader.
I'm excited.
You may get snatched up by the NSA.
I don't have any experience reading lips. I don't know what you just mouthed to Gary. I have no idea what that was. But, I'm willing to learn.
Well, you're going to be trained.
Glad I have an extra month of training.
Yeah, you're going to need
before
that.
We start.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
I'm going to need training to do the defleeing of the reindeer.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows how to pet a reindeer and harness a reindeer and put a bridle in. But not many. Defleeing's different.
Is there powder? Is it a bath? Is it a hose?
I guess I'll find out.
Yeah.
And shoe salesman, that seems pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Well, you got to know the products, all weather.
Oh, that's true.
Shoes.
You do have to insoles and proper sizing and the difference between male and female elf sizing because that's and then the UK versions of sizing. It's it's not a 5 or a 7. It's 42. Or
and those elf
52.
shoes, those new elf shoes sandals that they have.
That's right.
They're elf shoes, but they're kind of sandals, and they look like a foot.
Right.
You know, and have 4 toes like us elves do.
Right.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah, they're supposed to be. Those are supposed to be really good for the people who are working on their feet, some of the assembly line in the workshop, where they're standing up.
Well,
all day.
like a yo-yo. Yo-yo place would be perfect for those kind of shoes.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, my dogs were killing me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that all of you out there had get the jobs that you want, or you're happy with your jobs because they're starting us early. We're getting started early. And I just want to do the forecast before we go. We have snow tomorrow, snow the day after, and snow into the next week. So maybe don't wear your open-toed elf shoes out in the snow.
Do we have any events coming up?
There is the big barn dance. The big barn dance is coming up, and that will be April 16th. So if, find a date for, I'll be going with Maga.
How's Maga?
She's fantastic. We're wonderful. I don't want to jump the gun, but there was kind of a little talk of moving into a mushroom hut together. So I don't
talk about burying the lead.
I don't want to put the cart before the horse, specifically because
or the sleigh before the reindeer.
Right, it just won't go that way. But
have you had a lot of instances where you've put the cart in front of the horse?
Yeah, it doesn't work. Like it doesn't, and you lose sled drivers if you do it that way.
Right.
Like they're like, well, you're not going anywhere. I gotta get to work. So. But we'll talk more about the barn dance maybe next time. But until then, this has been Elf Centered. My name is Gavin.
I'm Beatrice.
And I'm your new reindeer de-fleer, Gavin. Gary.
Gavin?
Gary.
That's me. Don't try to take my job.
Sorry.
Always trying to be me. This episode of Elf Centered was completely improvised by Jayne Entwistle, Chris Sheets, and Grant Baciocco. The Elves are still investigating the murder they heard about and have gone on another secret mission to find out more information. To hear all about it, you'll need to download the free Saturday Morning Media app for iOS and Android and hit the button that says bonus in the entry for this episode. For more information on how to download the app, visit www.saturdaymorningmedia.com/app. Elf Centered is a production of Saturday Morning Media and made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons who've gone to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up a monthly donation for as little as $1 a month. Huge thanks to Shay Stewart, Mer Lafferty, Jeff Peterson, Dale Gadania, Steven Staver, Jackie Climo, Melissa Crawford, Dave Slusher of the Evil Genius Chronicles, Mike Coughlin, Dorothy Baciocco, John D., Kathy Crawford, Brian Greer, Carrie Whitney, Chuck Tomasi from the Technorama podcast, Chris Foster, Stephen Ing, Clinton of ComedyForecast.com, Vicky DeVries, Mike Wobshaw, Twitter user Butzengear, a.k.a. Wildcat, Eve Cunning, Mike Hamilton, Gaston Moreno, Reed Loveland, Ivan Asquith, Vanessa Whitney, Nancy McCarthy, Janine Lee, Peggy Etra, Kristen Hogan of Squid Friends, and David Akers. If you'd like to support this show and the other fun content from Saturday Morning Media, become a patron. Head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up your monthly donation today. You can also tell a friend about the show or leave the show a review on iTunes. And while you're over there on iTunes, be sure to click that subscribe button. That way you'll get new episodes the moment they are released. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Elves will be back soon. Elf Centered is copyright 2017 Saturday Morning Media, Grant Baciocco, executive producer, all rights reserved. www.SaturdayMorningMedia.com. Under the Puppet is a monthly show that talks to working puppeteers about the art and business of puppetry. Guests include puppeteers who've worked on The Muppets, Sesame Street, The Jim Henson Company, and more. Subscribe to Under the Puppet via iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information, visit underthepuppet.com. You've been listening to Saturday Morning Media. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.